Have you guys ever heard of a little Roblox group called Circus in the Sky? It was a really popular horror myth back in 2017, but what if I told you that the myth group is still making games to this day? Not only that, but some of them have massive lore implications that even some hardcore fans didn't know about, including me, until now. You see, to find out what's really going on in Circus and discover the truth behind some of the most obscure games relating to it, I decided to play all of them, and what I found was actually pretty interesting. But before I can tell you guys about that stuff, I needed to refresh myself on the myth by playing the first game in the series. Okay, so the first game in the Circus in the Sky is the Circus in the Sky. I know, crazy, right? So the thing about this game is that I've already played it a lot over the course of like 7 years, so I already know most of the stuff in it. So first off, yes, there is a circus in the sky in this game. Gauze is the guy who owns it. He's this clown. Mwah, mwah. And you know, this all looks like a pretty normal circus, right? Nothing wrong. Well, if you go in here and you step on this, you find Father Son, the main antagonist of this myth. Keep looking forward. Thank you, Father Son. And then you also have this guy, and I don't know anything about this guy. I don't know who he is. Don't listen, Father Son. Well, you know, Father Son's pretty nice to me, and you look kinda creepy, so I think I will listen to Father Son. Thank you very much. You also got this little place over here, which belongs to a clown named Twofers, who worships Mother Moon, who we will get into later in the video. But if you go in here, you fall down here, there's a door. And you go in the door, you find this area, and you find his gravestone. But that's not the only gravestone in this game. Every character has a gravestone, and as far as I know, these are like pre-made gravestones for when they die in advance. But you know, maybe they are actually dead and they're just lying about that, like they're zombies. I don't know. Anyways, this circus has a lot of stuff to explore, but I'm not gonna be going over it all because I think you guys should find it for yourself. But there is one last thing I'd like to show you here. You guys remember that Father Son guy we talked about earlier, right? Well, he has his own little religion. There's a symbol that represents Father Son. Be on the lookout for that. And these guys are all super friendly. Anyways, with the main circus out of the way, we can move on to the next important game that is much less known. This is the Kingdom of Sonodonthus, Gauze the Clown's second and only other Circus in the Sky related game. Speaking of Gauze, look, he's on the little TV up there. Let's see what he has to say.
Welcome to Sonodonthus!
Sonodonthus.
Just 138,000 miles from the beloved Circus in the Sky. You have one pending message from Gauze.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Sonodonthus. Make sure you say hello to the locals. They're all super friendly.
Thank you, guys. So, we know that this place is like, what, 100 something miles away from Circus in the Sky? Here, let me actually make a little map of these games, because you guys are gonna see they have a lot of very precise locations to where they are from Circus in the Sky for some reason. It didn't say whether it's to the left or the right, but I'm just gonna assume it was to the right. Anyways, let's go talk to some of the locals like God said we should. I am Baron Von Barbarian, High Lord of the... Okay, High Lord of the... What are you doing here? A terrible curse has befallen my kingdom. I am. Okay, he's getting cut off a little bit. Val Cratch is one of the entities behind the curse, although he has played us for fools and we are unable to find him. Is that like Father Son using an Elias or something, or is that a completely different entity? Because this is gonna get confusing real fast if that's someone else. Click. Oh, we got a bat. I've actually completely given up on talking to locals. I'm gonna start assaulting the locals now. Anyways, now that I'm a wanted criminal in Sonodonthus, I think I'm going to get out of here, bonk, and move on to the next game. So Caroline and Clinton are Gauze's two assistants. They're little bunny people, and they both have their own games. And Clinton's game is Sunflower Garden. That's the one that I'm gonna play first. What does a flower eat? Answer like so. Example, a sunlight. Do flowers eat a sunlight? Yes, they do, apparently. Okay. What does a flower drink? A water? Growing water. Okay, they drink water. That's what I thought. The flowers want to go back now. Tell them a let's go back or a let's stay. Let's go back. Oh, I just noticed Father Son. Hi, Father Son. Are you giving me a flower? How sweet. There's some things you can never take back. But let's pretend we're back. I guess that was the end of Clinton's game. I guess we'll move on to Caroline's game and see if it has anything to add to this. So this is Caroline's little sunshine world. It's very happy and whimsical. It has a lot of sunshine in it, as you guys can see with the sun. Yep, that's what the sun looks like. It also has a lot of Spanish words. I know a little bit of Spanish, but I'm pretty rusty. But I can tell this is the devil is my friend, I think. Or maybe father. That's one or the other. Also, in case you guys guys are wondering, I don't think these games are real. I don't think this game and the last game are real games. I think they take place in Caroline and Clinton's heads. But if it was on the map, I think it would be like right at sits. Since Caroline and Clinton are here, technically it would be going on here. And believe it or not, we are done with the Circus in the Sky games, at least the main ones. However, there are some canon games that are not directly tied into Circus in the Sky, but still in-universe canon, just different stories, if that makes sense. The first one we're gonna check out is called Church of the Bunny Mask, made by Cult of the Bunny Mask. This myth takes place below the Circus in the Sky. Father Son is the main antagonist of Circus in the Sky, but the main antagonist of Church of the Bunny Mask is a guy named Jimmy. Look, there he is. There's Jimmy. Hi, Jimmy. Oh, what is this? The father-son symbol surrounded by a bunch of Jimmy minions. I'm sure this can't mean anything bad. So that's cool and all. But Church of the Bunny Mask isn't the only Church of the Bunny Mask related game. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I have no clue what this game could possibly mean at all. I don't know if it's a flashback or if it's in Melbun's head or what. I genuinely don't know where I'd put this game on the map. There's not much to do here. You could just look out the window. Lots of bunnies, obviously. And then there's also this drawing. I think it might symbolize father-son over here, so maybe Melbun is a lot more biased in favor of father-son than we initially might have thought. I don't know. And this next game is also very short. It's Balance Valley by Migbun. There's not much here, but what is here is very confusing. You have some sun imagery, of course, some checkerboard imagery, which I'm assuming is symbolism of balance because there's an equal amount of black spaces and white spaces on the checkerboard. And there's also this egg up here. And when you touch the egg, it tells you the egg salutes you. Again, short game, but it probably symbolizes a lot. Hi, Bindism. Hey guys, it's me, Bindism. I made the mind. And I don't mind if you hit that red sub button. Yeah, thank you, Bindism. Okay, so this is Flower Location. And at first, I didn't think this game was real. I thought it was another game inside someone's head, but it is real, and I know exactly where it is on the map, because if you fall down and you die, you get teleported back to Church of the Bunny Mask, which means it's actually right in between Circus in the Sky and Church of the Bunny Mask, like smack dab in the middle like a sandwich. Hi, Vibrabread, are we gonna get another cameo? We got Bindism, now we got Vibrabread. This is so mythical and mysterious. Yes, it is. Oh my god, I can't climb it. I think this game is genuinely impossible at the moment because of the animations. Okay, so there is another area, but unfortunately to get there, we have to do a super precise jump over this bridge. I believe in myself. Okay. Oh my god, that was very intense. Okay, I guess we have to use this little Mother Moon symbol thing. I didn't really explain who Mother Moon was, but she's the evil version of Father Son, and by that I mean she's not evil. So, yeah, I guess this is the Mother Moon chess piece. So I guess the white is good and the black is bad.
Dude, you can't say that. I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to go to hell.
Okay, this is the next game, The Abyss, and it's a lot more graphically impressive than the others. So you have 3 gravestones here, Jinbun, Elliot Meyer, and Ernest Meyer. The thing about Jinbun is that she's in the game right now for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe she just likes to hang out in hell. I don't know. What is this symbol? This is not the Father, Son, or Mother Moon symbol. Yeah, no, there's more symbols over here. What does this symbol mean? Is that the Jin symbol? Does Jin have her own symbol?
It seems someone stumbling far away from home.
Okay, cool. What happened to me?
Well, you see, you could say there is no more you. It's only a question of time before I assimilate you fully. Just sit down, relax, and look at the stars.
I don't like Jin that much. I think I would rather be with Father Son. Anyways, the next game is the last and most recent Church of the Bunny Mask game, Desolation Point. So this seems to be some sort of extension to the Church of the Bunny Mask game, because it seems to be taking place in the same area. Yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, got teleported there. So this is a much smaller game. There's not much here in comparison to a lot of the other games. It's just this little point on the island, because once you walk over there, you get teleported back to Church of the Bunny Mask. There's also this, turn back, sun followers will be terminated, which is actually from Sands of Solemn, and I played a bit of it in one of my videos, but not that much. I just looked around for a little bit. Spitzo is a sheriff clown who does not like Father Son at all. He actually throws Father Son followers into a pit. However, though he doesn't like Father Son, he really doesn't seem mind Mother Moon, because there are some Mother Moon churches over here. You can also see this genuinely very interesting bunny mask, father-son mask, which I love. I want that. Like, genuinely looks so cool. Please make that a UGC item. But anyways, like I was saying, these churches of Mother Moon are run by Kuzo, I'd assume. Oh, wow. What happened here? What the heck? This was not here earlier. Okay, Kuzo is a clown cake baker myth that Spitzo kind of adopted, and he likes Mother Moon a lot. I don't think it's healthy for him at all. What the heck is this? I haven't seen this before. But Spitzo kind of lets it slide. Also, of course, you have all the gravestones for the people who are still alive, obviously. Also, Sands of Solemn is in between Sonodonthus and Sunshine Grove, which gives us a pretty good idea of where it is on the map. Speaking of Sunshine Grove, that's the next game we're gonna play. This is where Kuzo used to live before he got, kidnapped by Spitzo into Sands of Solemn. Of course, it wouldn't be a Circus in the Sky game without a circus, even though I think this is only the second game with a circus in it. And like Circus in the Sky, it looks like this father-son here. What the heck? I've never seen this before.
Is there something you would like to add to the sermon shine?
Aren't you the son?
Comparing me to the Savior? That's quite foolish of you. I am only a mere reflection, here to drag his word into the minds of you uneducated children.
Oh, that's how you recruit people of religion. Call them uneducated. You also have a missing poster over here for Kuzo. It's very small, though. If I back up, you can barely see it. But it says, reported child abduction. Christopher Eli Minor, last seen Sunshine Grove. Okay, so Kuzo's real name is Christopher. My guess is that Kuzo lived here in Sunshine Grove, which worshipped Father-Son, but he saw it stray from the path and go to Mother Moon. And when Spitzo noticed that, he took the chance to get more information about Sunshine Grove by kidnapping Kuzo and bringing him to Sands of Solemn and, you know, taking care of him. I think that's where we're at now with this part of the myth. However, there is one last game in the canon Circus in the Sky mythos made by Kuzo. It's called Sweet Dreams, and it looks like this. And I think the reason for that is that Mother Moon started visiting him in his dreams when he was younger. You can even see he has a little Mother Moon plush on him. So, you know, I don't think he's a proud father-son worshiper anymore. And, you know, there's the symbol for her right there. And you have a mirror over here, which is one of Mother Moon's trademark symbols. She appears in mirrors. I went over this in a different video. That was actually the last Circus in the Sky game that is canon. There are a bunch more. I will link the Google Doc I made with all the non-canon games and canon games in it for you guys to explore yourself. And this is the final map if you guys want to look at it. I know it's a bit crappy, but, you know, I tried my best.